Welcome to Tarot Spirit 25 or Tarot Spirit, however you find us on YouTube.
See that?
I'm Sharon. I know you guys know Bethany from pollenandstardust.com, our astrologer. And tonight is Nerd Night. Yay! So we've got the nerds in the house. We've got Josina in charge of the fog machine. We've got Lanzilla. We've got Slayer. And we are so lucky because now, finally, after many attempts to get him on board, we have Chef Roro.
Welcome aboard,
Chef Roro brought us this, okay? We eat when we're on filming. We don't care. You know, you just deal with it. But look at this. OMG. Yes. It's delicious. We're spoiled rotten. So we're all here. This is the big team. We are the ones. Part one of a two-parter holiday extravaganza of mysteries. So that's tonight.
Yay!
We'll have our hats and two, and then the following Saturday will be New Year's Eve mysteries.
Yay!
All right. Okay. So
we're gonna talk. Can I just jump in? I'm really excited.
Okay. Bethany's really.
I'm really excited.
I'm gonna just do that.
We have been talking about the Silver Bridge collapse, which, if you are unfamiliar, this is part of the Mothman mysteries. So the Mothman, he's a large creature. He's probably not from Earth, if you believe into that, but he does appear to be well-meaning.
They consider him a banshee.
A banshee? No.
Like a warning before death and disappears after death.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay. So, but yeah, he's like a bat-shaped creature with glowing red eyes, and he has kind of a shuffling, stumbling walk. So he's terrifying.
I didn't even know he walked.
Yeah, he walked. One of the witnesses said he walked.
Oh,
saw that. He probably is very well-meaning, but he's also probably terrifying to look at.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Kind of like me.
I do hear he can fly up to 100 miles an hour. Though.
Yes. Yeah, he can go pretty fast. Exactly.
Wait, what, Josina, what did you say?
I said kind of like me.
So, the Silver Bridge is part of his mythology, and the Silver Bridge connected, is it Gallipolis, Ohio, with Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
So West Virginia on one side.
Yeah, West Virginia on one side, Ohio on the other side. I'm not sure how long the bridge was, but it was I'm not an engineer. I think I might get this wrong. But
when they built it, it was a big deal.
It was a very big deal. It was the first, solo I-bar bridge in the United States.
Solo I-bar.
So an I-bar is shaped like an I.
That's not the joints.
Yeah.
That's a long bar that it has these joints at the end.
It's a suspension bridge, so it supports the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a kind of suspension bridge, and apparently it was one of the very first, or about possibly the very first, bridge like this in the United States, even though they had been used successfully elsewhere. Something that's critical, it was a suspension bridge, and it eventually collapsed, and we're going to get to that in a moment. When it collapsed, it killed something like 46 or 47 people.
And two, they were all found except for two.
Yeah, 2 people, their remains were never found. And the collapse led to National Bridge Inspection Standards. So it reshaped construction policy in the United States.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So the fact that it collapsed was a really big deal. So
I think Lyndon Johnson drew Lyndon Johnson attention too.
So okay, didn't know that.
He made comments about this as well. So
okay. So when I looked at the astrology for the collapse, there was nothing significant. If it's a bridge collapse, should have an eclipse. It should have Saturn in a really tough spot. It should have Neptune possibly in a tough spot. There should be something substantial, but when I looked at, just the chart for the collapse, there was nothing. So that's when I had to go and dig up the chart from when it opened. And the date it opened was
In 19.
28.
Uh-huh.
So it opened May 18th, 1928. There was a ceremony May 30th, but it looks like the bridge opened for traffic on May 18th. I couldn't find a time, so I just used a noon chart. And when I put the collapse chart on top of it, there's two aspects. So the north node for the collapse, the moment of the collapse, is on top of the bridge's Jupiter. So Jupiter is about expansion,
Okay.
abundance, makes things bigger. The north node is also a point of amplification and magnification. So we have expansion on top of abundance. So this is
So did the metal expand too much?
no. There was rush hour. There were too many.
Oh,
cars
that's
on.
right. For holiday shopping. Everybody was holiday shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and also the bridge was inspected, but there was like a fracture that they
Yeah.
couldn't get to.
Oh,
I didn't know this.
There was a microscopic fracture in the I-beam.
okay.
Well, first of all, I think they cheaped out on some of the stuff on this bridge.
That's how we do in the U.S.
Yeah, and so they cheaped out on some stuff. And I think the I-bars were cheaper. I think they were going to do like a rope bridge originally, like that. And I think the I-bars wound up being cheaper, but the problem with the I-bars is you would have had to take apart the whole thing, and they missed this crack,
Okay.
and it didn't have any redundancies.
Yes.
So when it cracked,
It was
the whole thing-
catastrophic.
Yeah, you can't have a crack like that.
Yeah.
You can't. That's infrastructure.
And
Once
when it
it's
was
damaged,
built,
it's done.
the average car was much lighter, and so the
Oh.
cars are, it was like,
Cars got heavier.
yeah, the cars got heavier too.
They had
Actually,
bigger engines.
And they said that the locals were complaining about this bridge too because they were scared of it to be on this bridge because it would swing back and forth.
Okay. Okay. It was too much give.
Yeah.
Okay. So the big thing that indicates collapse in the chart, transiting Saturn is on top, within half a degree. That's really, really close. Transiting Saturn is on top of the bridge's
So what does that
Uranus.
mean?
Yeah, I'm getting. Okay, so Saturn in the sky
Okay.
was on top of the Uranus, the natal Uranus for the bridge, if you will.
Okay.
So it's a forced restructuring. Saturn is about rules, structure, limitations, death. Uranus is a lightning bolt. It's revolution. It's surprises. It's shock. It is like the image I have in my head is like forcing a kid into military. Like it's a sort of if you're not going to behave this way, then we're absolutely going to go this way. So it's a forced restructuring.
It's forced, and there's no
wiggle room. It's binary. We're going to do one or we're going to do the other. Damn it. So when I saw that, I got chills. Like Saturn on top of the Uranus.
That is chilling.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I love astrology. Sometimes it's really perfect.
Well, it's another language,
Mhm.
and you're so good at it.
It is. It's like it's actually what's amazing is it's actually connected in the universe to mathematics
Yeah.
in a way that we don't understand fully. But I mean, but again, it certainly reveals itself. Thank
Yeah.
you for studying it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
It's
It really
really
is.
fun. Okay, so Saturn on Uranus is implicated in the collapse of this bridge, but also shoddy standards and the fracture and shoddy inspections. And so 46 people died in this when the bridge collapsed. They went into the
Freezing.
Yeah.
River.
Is it the Ohio
River?
Ohio?
It's the Ohio.
Yeah.
It's the Ohio River.
Okay.
May I interject?
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I need a sip because Chef Roro's. What are these called? I don't know.
There's some sort of wrap.
Deliciousness.
It's a salad you can eat in your hand.
But it's absolute perfection. 1777, I want to say.
1777?
There was, 1777. There was a Chief Cornstalk. His real name he was Shawnee. His real name was Hocovesqua.
Okay.
His son was Ellen Pico. And then there was another person with them. They went to meet with the Pilgrims, is the word I
He
saw.
was a British loyalist, so wasn't he?
Yes. They went to negotiate peacefully. They were received while they were meeting with Dunlap. Somebody got killed. They blamed it on the Shawnee and executed chief, the son, and the other person that went there with peace and negotiation. Now, they didn't hang them, they shot them. As Chief Cornstalk, and I don't like using the American term, let's use his real name. As Chief Pocolesqua was dying, he cursed all the land that the Shawnee inhabited. He cursed it, and ever since, floods, fires, industrial accidents, the bridge collapsing, it's never ended. It's been a nightmare. Now, when you think, okay, so that was West Virginia, no, because the Shawnee territories back then, their map was huge. So they encompassed Ohio and much, much more. So this includes all of this. So that is an interesting fact to think that the curse could be
It's amazing. Oh, clearly it is. Wow. That is amazing.
I'm seeing more human carelessness in this and curse. I'm not a big curse person, but I'm seeing a lot of carelessness. Shoddy work on the bridge.
Yes.
There's like industrial. It was like no cleanup from the. There's like a TNT. They call it the TNT area, right in there. And so the government had like a bunch of nasty chemicals stored there, and something that was leaking. I'm seeing a lot of carelessness and human carelessness and maybe a little greed there. I don't know, but but yeah, there's a lot of carelessness there.
May I though?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm stretching, but what is a curse? A curse is there to make things not go right. So carelessness, yes, but why so much carelessness? Maybe that territory is not able to stabilize because of the curse.
Well, I think it's a little bit of a cop out because it's easy to say, oh, it's just a curse instead of actually taking responsibility for your shit.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just bringing in legit history.
And it's crazy that there's such a preponderance of all this chaos. Now that could be, one factor could be involved is because there's such a high concentration of people and all the things they're trying to do in such an area that, there's just a lot of, things that happen, including accidents. A curse, who can deny, except Leah?
I've been cursed before.
Oh.
I had to literally go somewhere and get the curse lifted.
Oh.
It lasted for years, and it was terrible, and it was real. Now, maybe it was real in my brain, but it was real in my brain. Words have power.
I almost think it's like karma, if you do something bad, you put forth bad energy, and they say, come back at you, and so a curse is very much like that. These guys did a bad thing, and the chief called them out, and it's like that energy permeates.
But the chief didn't call them out. He just went there to negotiate peace.
No, I mean with the curse he did.
Oh, yes, maybe.
Are you going to get the light rods?
I think we need to get the rods. There were some witnesses.
Witnesses to the collapse or witnesses to what?
The collapse.
Okay.
No. We haven't even gotten much into the Mothman.
Yeah, we've barely talked about Mothman.
Witnesses to the Mothman.
Yeah.
Now, my research shows the Mothman was high up on ledges. The Mothman would fly at also the speed a car was driving at next to it. Also would fly way high with bat wings. And then you also said it walked.
He can walk. See, here's a...
Oh, yeah.
He means well, but he's really scary to look at.
Okay, so help my little brain catch up for a second, because you guys did talk about Mothman for a moment.
Yeah.
But just, when was the first time Mothman was ever even, identified as...
For here?
I'm just saying, here's this legend of Mothman, but was it at the bridge? Was it,
I think the Mothman has been around in different places, but I can tell you that the Mothman sightings started 13 months before the collapse of the bridge.
Yeah.
The day. And it was a lot. Like there were 40 to 50 people who saw like over 100 sightings. The moment the bridge collapsed, Mothman was gone, never to be seen again.
Wait, what?
Yep. No more sightings after the bridge collapsed.
Do you
So
think
it's like a warning.
So he was like a warning guy.
And
Yes.
red eyes.
Yeah.
Come on, red. Isn't
Oh.
red in it, right? We get fearful. But I don't know. Joe's got the red fog going on. I don't know. It's good.
I don't know. I know we got a Lucifer in town. Red eyes.
We do have a Lucifer in town.
Wait, what are we talking? Oh, yeah. That
His
horse
eyes
and
are
the
red.
artist guy.
Yeah.
His eyes are
got
red.
killed from
Yeah.
it. Yeah. At the airport. There's so much conspiracy there. We will eventually get into that.
I like to go Lucifer.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for updating me. This
Well-
and this is kind of the point of this show. Also, is that you don't have to know these things, but you can discover them just by participating in watching the show.
Yes, but we are going to contact this couple, Linda and Roger Scarberry.
Mm-hmm.
They witnessed
Yeah, the first
Mothman
sighting
1966
in
is that
November.
correct?
November of 1966. Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can bring them in. I gotta stop.
One
eating,
or
get
both.
something.
Are you going for one? Okay.
Okay, guys, I've got this. Let's see if we can bring them in. If I can't bring Linda in, we'll try for Roger. Scarberry, right? Scarberry. And this is Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Fog, please. I love the fog.
Fog.
Okay.
She's asking for Fox.
Lights. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Can you please point to the red 18? Thank you. Can you please? I'm validating right now. Can you please? Can you please? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can bring her in now. My lights are here. Let's see if we can get Linda. Linda Scarberry. Point Pleasant, West Virginia, 1966. Witness, you and your husband Roger, witness of the Mothman. Please come in and speak with us if you can. Can you please come speak with us? Linda Scarberry. Linda Scarberry, are you here? Yes. Linda, did you see the Mothman? Yes. Did you see the Mothman sitting? No. Did you see the Mothman flying? Yes. Was the Mothman flying near the bridge? No answer there. Silver Bridge. Oh, she's pointing at you. I'm getting me some lights. Yeah, she likes shit. Okay. All right, Linda. Did you see the Mothman near or on Silver Bridge? Yes. Were you with your husband Roger when you witnessed the Mothman? Yes. Did you see the Mothman more than one time? Yes. Did you see the Mothman more than 2 times? Were you terrified when you saw the Mothman? Yes. Was your husband Roger terrified? Was he terrified when he saw the Mothman? Yes. Josina, any questions?
I have questions. Has she encountered the Mothman since passing?
Okay. Oh, let's see if she can tell us. Okay, Linda. Since passing, have you encountered the Mothman? Do you know more since your passing about the Mothman? Do you know more about who the Mothman was? No. Do you feel that the Mothman was a warning that the bridge was going to break? No. She was scared of the Mothman.
Well, yeah, he's pretty. I mean, he's kind of scary.
Did you feel that the Mothman was dangerous? Yes. Did your husband feel the Mothman was dangerous? Yes. Well, I would have been terrified too.
Yeah.
Now, we're not even talking today where you could talk freely about these things and not be put in an insane asylum. Back then, can you imagine encountering something that looked like a bat that was flying around with red, glowing eyes.
Are there any
Roro, I love
photos
you.
of Mothman?
What?
Google
Are there
it.
any photos of Mothman?
Yes,
Google it. Yeah.
there are. Now, do we want to talk to Roger, or do we get our
Oh, can you
information?
ask her, did she experience any of the physical symptoms of some of the witnesses?
Oh, yes, there are. Can I go through those?
Conjunctivitis was one of them.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
It might have been
Dread?
scary, but it was like almost a spiritual experience.
Yes,
Frightening,
and
but
dread.
spiritual. Yeah, so
Okay.
I think did somebody else have like
Linda.
burns?
Linda, did you experience? Yes, she likes Bethany.
Okay.
Linda, did you experience symptoms after you saw the Mothman? Any physical or mental experiences? Yes. What was the question?
I think
What was that thing you called it?
conjunctivitis, like
Did you-
it's pink eye, pretty much, or bad.
Oh,
case of
pink eye.
That's
Did you
conjunctivitis.
experience pink eye? Yes.
Yeah.
Did you experience PTSD fear? No. Did you experience dread? Yes.
What about nightmares?
Did you
Yeah, there was
did you
nightmares.
experience nightmares?
Burns,
Did you
yeah.
experience Linda, did you experience burns?
Hmm.
On the skin,
It
burns?
was like a strange
Did
thing
you
in there.
experience it all over your body?
No, it was like localized. The picture I saw in the documentary, it was like a burn on the
And this was what year?
1967.
Her?
No.
60?
She was 66.
66 or 67?
This is when Linda and Roger saw Mothman for the first time,
Right.
but they saw him twice.
I didn't know they saw him twice.
Yeah, I asked her. And I wrote down, which I felt was extremely interesting. There were over 100 reported sightings by 40 to 50 people. That means 40 to 50 people either saw the Mothman 2 to 3 times. Yeah. Over 13 months. Wow.
Well done. That was really good.
Okay.
That is
That
a
was
crazy
amazing.
story. Thank you.
What?
A lot of information.
Anything else?
No.
That was incredible. Linda, thank you for joining us. We did not talk to Roger. Do you want to talk to Roger? I think that she spoke for Roger, honestly. Thank you so much for coming through and giving us your experience. I can't blame you for thinking he was scary. Like, I would too. It's terrifying. Hey, we wish you luck.
Weren't there like other supernatural? There was like a rash of UFO sightings right before right around this time as well,
It
wasn't
might have been.
there? And I think somebody said that they were seeing men in black.
Yeah, because I just did a query on Mothman. Besides Silver Bridge, Mothman is associated with several other events, phenomena. One of them is UFO activity and Men in Black. During 66 to 67 period, there were numerous UFO sightings
Wow.
recorded in the same region and time frame. And witnesses described Men in Black visiting them afterward. So
We are going to do an episode on Men in Black. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, they are scary.
then
They're
there's
scary. Yeah, you know that.
And by the way, if you want to research while we're talking, look up stuff, Rodrigo.
Chef Roro?
Chef Roro.
He's in charge of getting people to like smile. And
I know. I just was.
No, it's sweet. Honey. Okay. Now, moving on for our holiday part 1 and 2 holiday podcast.
It warms my heart just seeing it.
The voices. The voices, guys. The voices that never left.
The voices that never left.
The voices that never left. Now, we're in the holiday season, so I'm going to name 4 people with mystery surrounding them, and we're going to talk why they never left. Okay, we've got Bing Crosby, White Christmas.
Oh,
Are
goodness.
we starting with Bing Crosby?
Yeah, we'll start. Yeah, go ahead and pull it up. We've got Mr. Nat King Cole. Now, a lot of people call it Chestnuts on Open Fire. The actual name of the song is the Christmas song. We've got Louis Prima. Pennies from Heaven.
Oh yeah.
Ba 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 ba. Shooby dooby. And now a lot of people don't know this. I mean, everyone knows this song and they know him. His voice was more crystal than any voice I've ever heard in my life. It was absolute 100% crystal perfection.
Good job.
However, you may not have heard what has surrounded him. We've got Mr. Andy Williams.
Oh yeah.
It's the most wonderful time. All right, so we've got that. We did Louis Prima. Nat King Cole. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
What, Frank Sinatra?
And then, of course,
Frank.
I thought that was Bing Crosby.
that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
What did you say?
Frank.
No, it's B. Sorry. We're doing B.
We're good.
Starting with Bing.
Christmas. We're starting with B, right?
Yes.
All right. What do you want to tell me about Bing, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah, he has a really complicated chart.
Oh, man.
Let's see, we've got Libra rising, so Libra is ruled by Venus. So I automatically look to where Venus is, and it's in the 9th house in Gemini, tightly conjunct Pluto.
Which means
That can be, I would look at that as controlling in either a romantic or an artistic sense. I think that he was extremely difficult to collaborate with in any way. He would have had a vision, and if you can't get on board with his vision, you need to, he'll show you the door. I think he would have been a controlling partner. He also has the North Node in the 1st house and the South Node in the 7th, so he's always coming back to himself. Like, he has this really tight allegiance to himself, and he doesn't know how to make compromises in order to preserve a relationship.
ego.
Yeah, ego. That's a really great way to put
About
it.
as big as you can get.
Yeah.
And the man was talented, so
He
let's
was
just give him
talented.
credit due.
He also has the moon sort of exactly opposite Saturn. That's insecurity. So despite his talent, he had trouble believing in himself.
He was short.
Oh,
Short man syndrome.
Okay.
Okay, entertainment only, but I think it's a real thing.
Yeah, no, it definitely.
Do you think it was real back then? I don't know.
Napoleon had it.
Yeah, he did. Did he have short man syndrome?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Napoleon
Maybe
had it.
Crosby could have it.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I can't stop eating this.
This is. If I met this person today, I would probably stay away from him. Like,
Well,
he may have been he was very talented.
And he wouldn't have come near you. Honestly.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
His chart to me looks a little like Kanye.
He had a circle. He was all mafia. He had his tight circle. He was like.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much. I do not like that Venus conjunct Pluto in the 9th. Like, that's.
it's like a major like stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. So that's Venus, right? Venus rules both love and relationships as well as artistic expression.
Mm-hmm.
So Pluto is also depth, like penetrating depth. So he would have been like, that's creativity. I think if he had addressed his whatever psychological issues he had, he would have been even more powerful and creative. But he was born in 1903, before psychotherapy was even a thing.
Third.
Yeah.
When he got his break, and he did get a break, it was this way, this is going to happen, I'm not putting up with it, I'm that good. He knew his worth entertainmentally, and he wasn't going to subject himself to anything other than the standards he expected.
It sounds a lot like Frank Sinatra.
Yes. Now, let me tell you, do we all know who Irving Berlin was, the great composer?
Yes.
No.
Okay, great composer.
Brother of-
American composer.
Brother of... He has a very famous brother
Okay.
that was also a composer, and they did a lot
Oh, the one that
of
did
stuff
the...
together. I don't remember his name, but
Maybe
Anyway.
Slayer can look it up. But Irving Christmas, he took it to Bing, and Bing looked at that song. Bing looked at that song, and he was like, I'm going to do this song, and this song is going to be all I'm ever remembered for. This song is going to define my entire career, before I die, after I die, and forever. He knew it. He knew it.
Did he have any substance abuse problems?
Oh, probably.
Which person are we talking about?
He was in the Rat Pack, wasn't he?
Bing Crosby. Did he
Oh.
have substance?
Or was
No.
that-
He wasn't in the Rat Pack.
Of course. Like,
Yeah, I think his wife was an alcoholic, wasn't she? And,
oh, we were going to look that up.
yeah.
I was going
You're
to.
right.
When Bing Crosby heard this song, what you have to.
Yes, he did. He struggled with significant alcohol issues.
Yeah, they all did.
Yeah.
Because back then, who cared?
Yeah, exactly.
No, everyone was an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was a smoker. Everyone was whatever.
Yeah.
When he heard White Christmas and decided he was going to sing that, and he knew it was going to be his ultimate legacy, period, hands down, forever, till the end of time, which it will be, he knew it was associated with World War II. So that song came out during World War II, and it epitomized tragedy, being away from family, being alone on the holidays. Soldiers embraced it to a point that is unimaginable. There are witnesses, doctors and nurses and people who worked in hospitals where soldiers were hurt, and they were on their deathbed and they would hum that song and then die. Like, it was strangely
Phenomenal.
consoling and yet lonely, abandoning. It was, and he knew this was going to happen. He said it from the beginning, and he knew it. He was very smart, and that is exactly what happened. Now, there's, we all love David Bowie, right?
Oh, for sure.
So there is a point, this was in 1977. So Bing sang this song every year. He loved it. Like, don't get me wrong, he didn't feel cursed by doing it. He knew it was his legacy. He embraced it. In 1977, he decided to do a duet with David Bowie, Little Drummer Boy. And then he died shortly after. And basically what is being told, this was the passing of the torch. It was like old Lang Syne era. It was the war era into the modern era. And it was Bing passing it on. He chose David Bowie. Great choice, and we wish David was still with us. But that also came through.
That's amazing. I'd never known that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The way White Christmas is described is that Bing Crosby's White Christmas is just absolutely frozen in time.
Perfect.
Frozen. And there we have it. And
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. Crosby, because, wow. Do we want to bring him through or no?
One of my favorite albums, holiday Christmas albums, Bing Crosby.
And you know what? It was
Oh,
refreshingly.
yeah, it's a good one.
was
I know that one, Joe. Cena.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that one, Joe.
He had 2 or 3.
But it's refreshingly nice to have such positivity. You know, a story of such positivity.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Well, during a time that was almost unbearable.
Right.
Yeah.
Well done.
All
Good
right,
story.
so
Good story.
we have 3 more to get through I mean, this is fascinating.
Right.
These are, maybe I chose them because truly I am from the early 60s. I was born on Christmas Day. Christmas to me is a big deal in one sense. And don't put me in the religious category, I'm not going there. The reason why Christmas is such a big deal to me is because there's more beautiful music written for the day I was born on than any other day ever in the history of this world. And that's what I love. And that's why I wanted to do this episode. So I picked my 4 favorites. White Christmas. Now we're moving on to Mr. Nat King Cole. Are you kidding me? Now this is fascinating. Now I'm calling them mysteries because it doesn't mean it's murder, okay? But there is a mystery behind this that most people do not know. I found it incredibly impressive. I just couldn't even believe it. Nat King Cole, born March 3rd.
March 17th.
Sorry. March 17th.
1919. I have 3 a.m.
Passed away on February 15th, which is my granddaughter's birthday, 1965. So I was 4. The song was written by a gentleman named Bob Wells, and Bob Wells went through it and he put it all together.
Rearranged it.
Yeah, and did more with the lyrics and but they actually versed it. Mr. what was his name again? Bob Wells was able to create imagery and rhyme. That's roasting on an open fire. I mean, my God, come on.
It's quite illusionary.
Frost.
What do you see?
whipping.
Yeah.
You're hearing him.
No, but I can see
But
that
you're
fireplace
thinking,
going
oh
right
my
there.
God, I wish I was at home in front of a fireplace.
Yeah, it really has that effect.
So, here's the fascinating mystery. This song was written by Mel Torme. He was in a heat wave in California. And he was trying to figure out a way to cool himself down. So he started to write this song as a winter song. And that's the beginning
Really?
of
Okay.
Chestnuts on an Open Fire. Now, when this song was written, and then it was taken to Nat King Cole, and he knew immediately. There was no one else that was going to sing this song. He recorded it 3 times. Once in 1946, once in 1953, and once the year I was born, in 1961. Yes, I don't have a problem with telling you how old I am. I mean, that's just so stupid. I'm proud of it, okay? All my wrinkles, all my stuff, I've earned them all. It's all good. 1961 was when he recorded it with an orchestra. And that is the one you hear. And when the moment he recorded, now each of these recordings he only did 1 time. There wasn't retakes or anything like that. And he kept saying, nope, nope. And then after that one, he said, that's the one. That's the one. And it became an iconic performance. Fascinating. From a heat wave, we got chestnuts roasting on an open fire, which is really called the Christmas song.
Wild.
Yes.
That is wild.
So, looking at his chart.
Yeah, let's hear about his chart.
Okay. We have 3 a.m. for him, so he has Capricorn rising, ruled by Saturn, retrograde in Leo.
Mm-hmm.
This is somebody who he would have taken a serious, disciplined approach to creativity. Like Jon Stewart speaks eloquently about we don't walk around and wait for creativity to strike us. Like, no, you create as you sit down, you create a structure. Like, I'm going to be at my desk between these hours every day.
Right here.
You build a path for creativity to come and find you.
Right
and
here.
that absolutely would have been his approach with Saturn in Leo. He also has Sun in Pisces. Yeah, this is the chart. Oh, and here's something. He has Jupiter conjunct Pluto, both in Cancer. So again, Jupiter is about amplification and abundance and making things bigger. Pluto is depth. And like the last person had a Venus-Pluto conjunction. This guy has a Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. So Pluto is featuring heavily in these. So they are able to find creative depth and transmute it to the world in a way that makes sense.
And he did.
Yeah, he definitely did.
In all senses of.
I think of the artists that have been mentioned tonight. There's an interesting correlation of through. You mentioned also, Sharon, before with like World War II. Many of the artists who were alive during World War II, or born right at that time frame, became it's like the freedom and the prosperity that came certainly to America, but I don't know how about the rest of the world, but it was dramatic, especially on the musical influence of the world. It's just dramatic. I just think these people were
time of life.
I just think these people were so. The fact that he knew that was one take. It's just like here's a guy that delivered a phenomenal song that we listened to, and wow, I'm just blown away by that. Just all of the energy.
His daughter redid the song with her singing with him, and it was the first Dead.
Oh yeah.
Mix of a song, and the word dead is in there because he's long gone, but she was the first one.
Yes, they had it where she was also they overlaid it on top of each other with hologram.
It won a Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild. Nice notation, Joe. But I apologize, Bethany.
Mm-hmm.
The charts, as you mentioned, there's just so much profound energy going on through the charts and the stars. Through all the things that are mentioned.
Real people.
Crazy. Oh, it is.
It is really. You need to get in touch with Bethany at pollenandstardust.com and get your.
Will definitely help you in the coming year for sure.
All right. I'm not going to bring him in. Okay. Wow. We're talking New Orleans, like jazz. He had a voice. He was known for his intuition. His intuition was so spot on that he could wake up one morning, know that the music industry had changed in the last hour, and recreate himself successfully in a split second. Louis Prima. So he was born December 7th, 10. He died.
No, he couldn't have been born in 2010.
1910.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. 1910. He died in August of 24th, 1978. He actually had a brain tumor, and it was very unexpected. Let's talk about Pennies from Heaven, because this is a personal story to me. All right, so we know the song, Ba-da-ba-shooby-dooby, right? We all know that from the movie Elf. It's happy, it's cheery, and people think it's about, like, money falling down and blah, blah. It wasn't anything like that. The belief of Pennies from Heaven is spirits leaving pennies. People finding coins unexpectedly after hearing the song. Pennies appearing during emotional moments, which brings me to my personal story. Many, many years ago, probably 20 years ago, I did go and see a psychic. And this psychic told me many things. And she said, oh, your dad is here. He wants you to know he loves watching you pick up your pennies and make your wishes. Now, I don't tell people I pick up pennies because they're like, that's gross. Someone spit on it or stepped on it or, that's just a stupid penny. I never walked past a penny, and I couldn't believe this woman was telling me, but whatever, we go on and on. So then there was this one night after my wonderful hubby over there, we started dating. He lived in another part of the state. I had left some important stuff at work, my cell phone, and I think my keys. Something, I don't know, it wasn't my keys, it was my cell phone and something else. And for some reason, I didn't have my car. I don't remember the story of why. But it was 11:40 at night, downtown Denver, I had to get my phone. I've got to walk 11 blocks, or 9 or 11, 9 blocks through downtown in the pitch darkness to the salon to get what I had forgotten. Let me tell you something. A woman alone in a downtown city, this is not a fun feeling. It is, and I was like, it was so important to me. I couldn't wait till the morning. So I started walking, and I was about 300 feet in, and I am telling you the honest truth. The entire rest of the way, almost, so it would have been 8.5 blocks, I followed pennies laid out on that sidewalk. Penny, 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 penny. And it just, I knew it was my dad, and he was making me feel safe. I was very scared. We have alleys, we have people hiding, there's treachery going on, whatnots. I followed those pennies, I got to my cell phone, and whatever else I needed. And it was a magical story for me. So pennies from heaven. So this all makes sense to me. Louis Prima had an uncanny intuition. We already went through that. Fellow musicians said he heard things before they happened. He was so intuitive. At his funeral, musicians and locals claimed unusual wind, sounds, and felt a very heavy, deep sense of presence. New Orleans, give me a break. Yep, I believe it. Pennies from heaven became associated with messages, signs, small blessings from beyond. How cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
So now, when you find a penny on the ground, pick it up and make your wish, because you never know.
Great story.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon,
Okay.
for sharing that.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Shooby dooby.
You know,
Uh-huh.
the danger aspect of it, just for you guys sitting here, in front of our house, a person was shot and killed
Yeah.
last year,
Oh.
and there was actually a person that was shot right on this corner six or 7 years ago. So Sharon, having
Yeah.
concern certainly is
I was
quite
terrified.
valid.
I never heard that story, Sharon.
I know. I think I told Randy, really. All right, on to
Andy Williams.
Andy Williams, the man.
Andy
with the,
frickin' Williams.
the
Yeah.
man with the crystal voice. That voice never wavered. It never cracked.
Yeah.
It was pristine. It was like, what's the crystal, everybody? Slayer, what is the crystal that
Blue agate.
if you have this
Onyx.
kind of crystal, it's like absolute. Now, the thing with Andy Williams, has anyone ever seen the Andy Williams Christmas show? I watch it every year. Now, I respect the fact it's outdated at this point. It's can be somewhat misogynistic in today's times, or, not completely appropriate. I do watch it anyway because it was done at a time where it was done for those times. And I just love listening to his voice and his music and his fake ice skating rink, and they're all doing
It's pretty corny in
marshmallows.
some
It was
ways, but
really cool. Very cheesy. But the thing about Andy Williams, and if you watch that Christmas special, you will know this to be true.
Watched it.
Because he had his
every year.
parents on that show. His reputation was everything. His reputation was apple pie, no strikes, no scratches, no bruises, no nothing. It was absolute perfection, and he wasn't having it any other way.
yeah,
Well,
he was,
guess what?
Okay, that's in his chart actually.
Which part?
So Andy Williams has a Saturn Cazimi.
oh,
A Cazimi is any planet that is exactly conjunct the sun. The idea is that when a planet is within 17 minutes of arc within the sun, it is purified by the heat and the light. So you get
wow.
so you get the best version of Saturn
Is that why his voice was so crystal?
But he would have taken his reputation very, very seriously, and it's like intelligent authority. It's authority without being condescending or demeaning or like, inconsiderate of others. It's like just I appreciate where I am, and that doesn't mean that I have to like squash the little guy. The person
Oh no,
next
he
to
wasn't
me.
anything like
Yeah,
that. He was just
so-
all about being the absolute pristine.
Yeah. That's in his chart.
That's
Wow.
cool.
I
I had not
That
heard
is
about the
so
cuisine
cool.
part, so that's
Cuisine.
really neat.
Well, all right. So this song is the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Song, especially if you're drinking and you're like really into the holiday spirit. Like Randall and I did a video for my sister one time. We were way drunk in our home with our cats running around playing that song and jumping up and down the stairs, and the cats were all like, "Oh, it's Christmas." It was so much fun. That song, released 1963, was written by Edmund Poe and George Wilde. And although Andy didn't write it, it permanently attached to him. And it's funny that all these artists, once they heard those songs, that one, and they had major careers, album upon album, lots of famous songs, but that one song attached to them, they knew it at that moment.
I recently purchased the
He had theater. He based his theater around this song. They did shows and music that was based all around this show. The show was called the theater. I don't remember the name of the theater. The Danzig Theater. Anyway, he embraced it. He loved it. He loved how wholesome and perfect it made his life. Now, here's the interesting mystery. There are lyrics in this song. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting. There'll be scary ghost stories. There'll be much mistletoeing. So everybody all throughout the years has been very confused as to why there will be scary ghost stories. Okay, here we are getting to it. When this song came out, we were post JFK assassination. We were going through Cold War fear. We were entering Vietnam escalation. We were prevalent civil rights violence was present, and living under a nuclear anxiety. So this song, through all that, he was trying to. He wasn't living that. He had a perfect image. He was living in the perfect Christmas song. And so, scary ghost stories, let's take you back. In Victorian times, Christmas Eve, scary ghost stories was inevitable. It was a part of life. Charles Dickens, Scrooge. So, that is the reasoning. Nothing of that day's reality was portrayed in that song. Now, it gets even better. His perfect life was shattered when his wife, Claudine, she was gorgeous, by the way. She was in Andy Williams' Christmas special. You should watch it. It's really good. They had one of the babies and then the young daughter, and I think the baby died, but it's really sad. The wife is in there, and her name is Claudine Longuet. She was French. Beautiful woman. They ended up having a scandalous divorce. Now, you can't imagine. This is Andy Williams. Are you kidding me? No. Then, Claudine shot and killed her boyfriend, who was a famous skier. His name was Spider Sabik. Andy Williams went to court every day and supported her. She was never she won. She didn't
She
go
was
to
acquitted.
prison.
She was acquitted, and he was an Olympic skier too. The dude.
He was an Olympic skier.
Yeah.
But and I don't know. Okay, we should do a show on all of that, and maybe we can bring him through on the lights on another time. However, this shocked the world. Like, he was the happiest day of the year, man. Perfection. And he has all this scandalous stuff going on. And it really, the symbol of perfect Christmas was over for him. Andy performed the song every single year until he passed away. People associated the song itself with the beginning of the Christmas season. So, like, if you're like an early Christmas person and you're even before Thanksgiving, you're already thinking this is the song that would set you off. And there we go.
So,
Mr. Andy Williams.
so
Very cool.
there was actually a movie that caught it, starring
Yes,
with
she absolutely did.
Peter Sellers, called The Party in 1968. And let me tell you what, that's a period movie of it, the home that party was filmed in was a classic, like, mega rich playboy type of a home up in Beverly
Mansion.
Hills, mansion. Oh my God, just worth seeing just for that. But she did have a pretty cool role in that, and so yeah.
She's still alive.
So she was convicted of negligent homicide.
She was convicted.
Negligent homicide. She paid a small fine and spent 30 days in jail.
Oh, I think
And-
that happened in Colorado. too.
Yeah, it happened in Aspen.
You're right.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Slayer.
Yeah.
Good
But
job,
we don't know
Slayer.
the
And then
circumstances.
she was seen photographed vacationing with her defense attorney, who was married.
I told you that their divorce was scandalous.
Yeah.
Did
Oh
I not
my
say
God.
that? I did say that.
Of
Okay.
course.
Thank you. Thank you. Fascinating. Okay, do we have time for one more?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I was going to see if we had time. If not, I was going to take it to next Saturday, but
What else? What are we doing?
It's a Wonderful Life, Jim Stewart.
Yeah, please. We can do next
That's
week.
okay.
We can do next week.
We should save it.
Let's do it next week.
Okay. We are going to do it next week. And that's okay because, now you're going to be wondering what the heck's going on. Let me tell you, this story broke my heart. It shattered it into frozen pieces. That's a clue. We'll be getting onto that next Saturday.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to tune in. All those French fries and Chef Roro's food has me so like, ugh. Anyway, we had such a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining in to TerraSphere or TerraSphere 25, however you find us on YouTube. We really want to grow. As you can see, we're not like a podcast. We don't take things too seriously. We're just here. We're just a bunch of people having a really good time, just sharing information. We do put a lot of effort and time into our research. Please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe.
And thank you, everybody,
We had
for all the
so much
information.
fun.
Wonderful.
And please, you have got to go to Pollen and Stardust and book your astrology chart if you want to have a tarot reading that includes channeling. You can reach me at TerraSphere 25. My name is Sharon. So, with that, adieu till next Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and thanks again. We really appreciate
Happy
you
holidays.
guys.
Be safe.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye-bye.